Okay, so the problem with the Logitech G430 headphones are the hinges here. As you can see here, the hinges are broken. There's glue in here that I tried to fix, but it did not work. So I've had these headphones for 1 year about, and the hinges end up cracking and breaking. It's from constant repeated use of opening the headphones and closing them as you're putting them on and off of your head. So it's inevitable, it's gonna happen. It will slowly happen. Like I said, it took about a year before it ended up cracking and falling off the plate. I tried gluing the plate back on, but it just doesn't work that well. You can see this tiny piece of metal here is the only thing that holds it. So there's not really too much for the glue to hang on to. This is a second pair that I had. This one I bought about 6 months ago, so I've had these for 6 months. And since I've had them for only half the time, the hinges here did not break yet. However, if you can see over here, it's already starting to crack. So this is about 6 months of use. It's starting to crack here. So these headphones, this is the other side. You can see right there is a line of a crack starting. And it's just constant repeated use of opening and closing the headphones, taking them on and off, that will slowly apply force on this piece of plastic here, and it'll crack and break. Now, I like these headphones because the speaker quality and the microphone quality is actually very good for its price point. I also own a pair of G533s, which are wireless headsets. Now, these headsets cost more than this headset, but the microphone quality is a lot worse, and the speaker quality is actually a little bit worse than this. And I think it's more to do because of the wireless transmission signal might not be able to transmit as clear of a frequency as a hard-wired connection. So that is why I end up buying 2 pairs of the G430s, but the quality build is worse. The joints here will eventually crack and break off. If you can see here, have a different shape to the joint. On the 430s, it's completely smooth, the plastic. On the 533s, it has this raised up like indent to the plastic. So it has this like contour, which I believe would also add to the structural stability of the plastic because it has this extra little shape. I've owned these 533s for a year now, so I've owned both of these headphones for the same amount of time, and I would say I use both of them equally the same amount. This was just a second pair I bought that I use less frequently. So using both of these headphones equally, the G533s do have a stronger build quality because there are no signs of cracking. Just the way it feels, the plastic feels nice. So that is pretty much it, and I would say avoid getting it if you want to keep it for long-term purchase. The joints will crack, and as you can see, it's just this small piece of metal that's holding it together. And eventually that small piece of metal over time will, as it moves, will crack the plastic. This piece of plastic is a key element to holding that piece of metal in place and will become loose and flimsy like this. They will last you a good 6 months probably, but then keep in mind, they're not going to be a super long-term investment.